What started as a journey to learn about a Central and South American fruit in Asia revealed so much. From the farms, to the industrial side of the trade, to the anthropology. But the journey is not over yet. We've come full circle. We're at Studio Lab, Chele's test kitchen, where he has a dedicated team trying out new ideas with the ingredients and the knowledge Chele brings from the field. This team's job is to just create, full-time. See what works and what doesn't work. For example, this is an interpretation of the quinotel drink we tried back in Davao. The journey finally comes to an end. Almost, we still have the chef's table, but what a way to start that experience.
Oh wow.
This is a modern take on quinotel. So it has the homebrewed coconut wine. This has the cascaras, the essence of the cascaras. They've added a dash of vodka and then a dash of cinnamon to take out any of the bitterness of the cacao, but I think it captures the flavor of the cacao so well. And it's all cacao. Oh, and it does have the egg infusion in it.
It does
so
have it.
it
That's
does.
what gives it its
That
body, that volume.
yeah.
Body.
What a drink. This is a must-do. Now, if this is the way Chef's Table starts off, I can't wait to dig into the real dinner.
Cheers. To the next adventure.
Back at Studio Lab, the team is hard at work.
Tonight is an experimental night, okay? So there are dishes that are done with cacao, and probably, in a way that you never think it could be done. So cacao is not only about chocolate, and we want to show you and we want to share that to you tonight, okay?
The mucilage from the cacao is processed in various ways. Paired with sugar, fermented, or straight up. Take this dish for example. Abalone on a bed of seaweed crackers. Dressing is made out of lime and the mucilage of the cacao. Remember our uni from Siquijor? Well, Chele's paired that with pomelo and pickled cacao beans, resting on crisped heirloom rice from the Cordilleras, all distinctly local ingredients. I love that the subtle notes, the subtle taste of the sea urchin has been kept intact. There hasn't been something heavy added to really enhance it. The sea urchin tastes almost exactly as it did back on the beach. Yeah, that's our trip all in one dish. Perfect way to encapsulate it.
From the cacao pod that we showed at the beginning, we are using every single part. So in this case, we use it as a plate to serve the ceviche. So this is tanigue or macarel, and then we dress it with mucilage, or the sweetness part that we saw it, lime, dayap actually, endemic lime from the Philippines. Then we have pickled shallots, and then we have local glutinous corn.
And of course, the star of the show, the mucilage incorporated in the citrus sort, almost like vinaigrette, yeah?
It does give it that...
I mean, it does homage to the citrus aspect of cacao in its fruit form. Pigeon escabeche, hidden over a bed of local greens. And yes, there is cacao in it.
So, we put the dressing at the end, so you need to really make sure that everything is mixed with each other.
Such a strong, lively vinaigrette on this.
Yeah.
Just explosion of flavor in your mouth. A traditional French bisque made from the head of prawns, lemongrass, ginger, and all the Southeast Asian spices. This is a complete seafood lover's delight right here, but what I really love about this is how much respect is given to the vegetarian ingredient here, namely the beets. It's been pickled and it plays so well with the cacao that's in the bisque, infused into it. I think it's often neglected, like most of the flavor of a shrimp is actually in the head, but a lot of people just discard those bits.
Yeah.
But in a bisque like this, you taste the essence of that part of the shrimp.
Not for Filipinos, man. They just get that head and they just suck on it.
This is a bisque turned into a mole. It's just flipping amazing. This is what it's all about. Bringing the anthropology, that deep dive that we keep talking about, into the ingredients, into the culture, right to the masses. Now, granted, fine dining can be a little intimidating if you haven't had too much of those sort of experiences, but look at this venue. You're curious about something, you can talk to the chef, you can learn about what you're consuming, and I think single-handedly Chele is bringing anthropology and singular demand for specific endemic ingredients to the Philippines. I mean, that's quite a burden to carry on your shoulders. But he's doing it with love and pleasure. I came in with a decades-old perspective on the cuisine of the Philippine Islands. I've always known about the wealth of ingredients here, but this trip, I've gained a new perspective on how just having great ingredients is not enough. You need an infrastructure to get those ingredients to market the proper way. The Philippines is ideally located in the cacao belt of the world, yet its production accounts for just 0.1% of global cacao consumption demand. Notice a theme here? With people like Chele and Rob educating the suppliers as well as the consumers and championing Filipino ingredients. Once the infrastructure is there, the Philippines is gonna be an unrivaled culinary destination.